we're in Birmingham as part of our focus on the Midlands, and we've come to Burning Soul for a little sit down with Rich to talk about the beers. How are you doing?
Yeah, well, good, man.
Fresh off of a win at the Indy Man. You won the Thirsty Games this year.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, well done,
cheers,
congrats.
man.
We've had a little look at the trophy, which is a fantastic piece of art.
It's a thing to behold.
Absolutely.
There will be pictures.
Yeah. So what beers did you take up to Indy Man?
So we took a barrel-aged coconut porter, which has only been there a month, so we want to sit on it a bit longer. We're going to release it properly at Christmas, but we had a little taste. It was tasting amazing, and we obviously had to take our A game to Indy Man, so kegged some of that up, got it ready in time, and then we also took a Citron Willow Sour, which we just started testing out, doing some sours. It's tasting really good as well, so wanted to see what people thought. Thought it'd be a good one to test out. And we also took our Belgian IPA, which we've done quite a few bigger brews of now, so we're getting used to that one, tweaking it in. And,
Okay, well, I mean, we've got the Belgian IPA here, so perhaps we should give it a go.
Try. Cheers.
So cheers. Cheers, Rich.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, thanks.
I mean, 'cause I had a little taste earlier, and you really get that sort of Belgian-y feeling on the nose, don't you? The little bit of funk, but it's a very soft. Hasn't got like that barnyard kind of
That's
version coming on.
Yeah.
But then it really does go into the hops afterwards.
Yeah, there's a little bit of sweetness up front as well, which is really nice and balances out really well with the aroma. And then, like you say, then the hops kick in and you get the nice bit of finish on it. It's really well balanced. So, what was the inspiration for this beer?
So, actually inspired because one of my favourite go-to cheap beers is Cali Belgique that stoned it. So when I went to Berlin, visited there, and chatting to the guy, and I was like, "What would you do differently for your Belgian IPA?" He's like, "It's just stone IPA, and we use a Belgian yeast." Like,
Is that really?
That's
so
simple.
That's their.
That's the only
turning point
difference.
is the yeast.
The yeast, that's all they do. So the standard stone IPA is, and Cali Belgique, exactly the same recipe.
Because we've both had the Cali Belgique, and I think you've enjoyed that one as well, haven't you, Steve?
I have, yeah.
So there must be something in it. So okay, so how long did you to get to the version we're on now? So how many efforts did it take?
It actually was a win straight out the door because we took our OCT IPA, which is basically our main IPA as well.
Oh, it's OCT.
OCT IPA.
I'm sure we said it was.
We called it Oct, didn't we?
Either or. It doesn't really matter. So when I got back, tested that out, tried it with the Belgian yeast, and we put it on the tap room, and it was tasting.
And this was
really
created
good.
as a
Yeah, I mean this comes out at 6.2, doesn't it?
6.2.
It's really soft and rather very drinkable.
It doesn't
isn't
drink
it?
6.2
No.
at all.
So no, I mean that's really nice. So was there a particular favourite of the three beers you had at Indy Man yourself, or the punters? Did they express an opinion?
The coconut porter was definitely the one. Like the barrel aged version of it just tastes amazing. It makes me just want to get as many barrels as we can and just fill them up with coconut porter.
So the one you've got on tap in the tap room, which is where we are today, that's the non-barrel aged version.
That's the normal one.
And
Exactly the same beer that's in the barrel. It's the same batch.
But you're just aging it in the barrel.
Yeah, that's it.
So presumably it's adding a bit of that richness and velvety.
Yeah, it just makes it really smooth. You get like vanilla notes, a little bit of.
Does the coconut tail off a bit then?
No, it's still. It's interestingly, it's still kind of strong. Well, you're not a fan.
I don't get some people. I really don't.
Damn.
I don't understand it.
It is balanced in there. It's not like a huge coconut.
I think it's just one of those. Well, me and Steve are probably one of those few that we really agree on. So it's like anything. If you pick out a flavour you don't like, it seems to come to the fore, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And that one's just one of the ones for me. But I mean, Michelle, my girlfriend, loves coconut porters. So okay, so you won the first games at Indy Man 2017. So what's next for Burning Soul?
We just want to keep developing our beers, keep trying stuff out here mainly. And now that we've got, we only had the one conditioning tank originally, which really slowed down our production. And while we were still getting used to brewing on a full-scale kit, we wanted to get our recipes down, get it working, get our system working properly. So now we can try a lot more exciting stuff.
Okay, so it's effectively your pilot kit then.
Yeah. So we've been using our pilot kit, but now we can start getting more of those recipes that we have here out to the bars and stuff.
Any chance of upscaling? Because we spoke a little bit before we started chatting on air, and one of the things I said is that we don't really see your beers go that far afield. Yet you've got a very good reputation, but the reputation's not getting out very far.
Yeah. So now that we've got the two tanks, we've started putting our kegs on the Ibria trade as well. So first week this week, and we sent out about 20 kegs, which is almost cleared us out, but yeah. You're going to see a lot more of our stuff around the UK rather than just in Birmingham now.
Okay, that's cool.
And you must have seen an increase in interest following the publicity from Indy Man.
Definitely. Well, it really ran to us beforehand to say, like, we want to have your stuff in stock.
Yeah.
You know, for while the Indy Man's going on, and yeah, afterwards I think they've been like telling people about it, so it's been good.
So it's worth doing then, the Thursday games.
Absolutely. Yeah. Is that actually my missus who like signed us up to it? And,
oh really?
Yeah. And then so we got.
And then told you afterwards.
Yeah, we got the invite come through like send beers. I was like, well, what's this? Indy Man. we get to go to we get to send beers to.
And then we get to go to Indy Man as well. Yeah. So did you get? I know you were probably working most of the time, but did you get to have a bit of a wander around as well?
Yeah, no, because there was like 6 of us. So it was us, Affinity, and Little Earth, and there was like 2 from each brewery, basically. So there was way more people on the bar than needed to be there. So we all had a great time. We all got to go round, mingle, talk to everyone. So
it's an awesome place, isn't it?
Yeah.
Awesome. I mean, there's been some really good feedback from this year's one.
Yeah, a lot of people saying best yet.
Yeah.
Which I'm trying my hardest not to get upset about.
So how long have you guys been around? Because like I said, don't really see much about you. So some of the history behind it.
So yeah, here he is. So we started 5 years ago, home brewing, and after a year in that, we was like, yeah, we're going to start our own brewery. We actually bought some kit 2 years ago. Some of the stuff that's down the back we already had.
Yeah.
It's just been in my nan's garage for years, and we're like, we're going to do it. We're going to go for it, and then it just took a while until we actually did. So it was a year ago when we actually moved in.
So you've only actually been brewing for a year?
Yeah, like.
Here.
Commercially,
on this side,
we've been brewing for a year. So it was our tap room's birthday, the 1st of October. Mm-hmm. So, and that was when we really started.
So before that, what was it? Home brewing or brewing in your shed?
Yeah, it was mostly home brewing. Did do like a short stint at another brewery for like 3 months, and then we quickly realised that I wasn't going to be able to get the creativity that I actually wanted to do in brewing. So.
And do you find the tap room is both a valuable source of income as well as like immediate feedback?
Yeah. No, it's like. Definitely, any brewer that's starting, I'd recommend getting a tap room, because we actually had hype about our beers locally before we even could make them on the full scale kit.
Yeah.
So people would come here enjoying like the small batch stuff, and then by the time we were actually ready to sell, we already had a load of customers waiting to actually want to pick up our beers, which is great.
Do you find they come back?
Yeah. No,
on a regular basis.
Yeah.
I mean, we're on an industrial estate for anyone who doesn't know where we are. I mean, it's about 20 minutes walk from New Street train station. I reckon.
Yeah.
The tram broke down today.
It's easy
that was down to
easy
me.
enough to get here.
Yeah.
So we're up here this weekend because we've been doing a few shows about the Midlands and the beer scene around here, and how maybe sometimes it's a little bit overlooked. What's your view on that? Do you think the scene's overlooked, or do you think
I don't know. I think it's just young. It's just getting started, really. But it's definitely getting more exciting. When we first opened up, we found out the Wolf was opening up down the road. There's plenty like new bars. You got Tilt as well, who do like amazing beers. They always get like the best.
Is that
beers.
the pinball place?
Yeah, the pinball place. Yeah, do good coffees. There's Clink. They've just opened a second bar as well, the Paper Duck. So there's loads of new bars opening up. I think it's really going to develop.
So you just think it just needs a little bit more time to get to a position of maturity?
Yeah. And when I look back, I think if we opened up sooner, we kind of would have been before the bubble, and we wouldn't have had as much interest. It would have been harder for us. I think we opened just at the right time when it's getting exciting.
I mean, some of it is all down to timing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, but I mean, if it starts to pick up, what you find is these sort of things then grow organically anyway. People see there's an interest, so they open somewhere. Someone else opens somewhere.
Exactly. And then before you know it, you've got more breweries, more bars, and people might actually visit as a beer destination.
Well, tell us about the second beer we've got then that you've poured for us.
Yes, this is our triple IPA. It's 10%. Has Citra, Mosaic, and Nelson Sauvignon.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, two of our favourite hops there in one glass.
So now we've been testing out double IPAs for a while and trying to like really get it right. Some of them are coming out a bit too sweet. Some are just not happy enough. Whereas this one, really happy about this going. It's probably the best one we've done so far.
That's just incredible.
Yeah.
It's full of flavour. The minute you take a first sip of it, you're getting this lovely soft citrus fruit going on in there, and it just comes through. And
none of the 10%.
none of the 10%.
No,
There's a little bit of bitterness at the end, but it's just so well balanced. That finish is just perfect on it.
That's just a little bit of dryness at the end as well.
Yeah,
Just enough to go, I need to quench my thirst again with a 10% beer.
Another sip of that, yeah.
That's it.
So where do you go now? You've won the Thirsty Games. You've got your tap room open. You've been here for a year. You're obviously getting out into local bars as well. What's next for Burning Soul?
Yeah, we just want to keep growing steadily. We're not looking to like take over the world or anything. We just want to like maybe get a couple more tanks over this year and just start stretching out a bit further, getting beers a bit more around the UK.
And have you got scope in the present premises to put in more tanks?
So we probably should have went higher with the tanks because we've got like loads of headspace.
Yeah.
So on next tanks we order, probably going to look to get taller, thinner tanks.
Okay, so use the height of the building.
It. But it's actually Logan Plant was talking about it at Indy Man, and he was saying like how you set your brewery out, and he says if you've got an amount of space, you need to utilise that space now. It's like you need to like however big that tank is, you can go higher.
It's a bit like a skyscraper in a city. You can go up.
Yeah. So it says utilise that floor space as best you can. So it's good advice.
Sounds obvious, but yeah, I suppose it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose when you first set up, it's not obvious though, is it?
No, when he said that, I was like, oh
Yeah,
we should have
damn.
ordered taller tanks. Because now we've got like all these stubby.
Yeah. And you've got
tanks and,
that same space again above it, haven't you? So
exactly.
that little works really well, doesn't it, on podcast?
Yeah. Visuals.
Yeah.
Visuals work really well on an audio production. So your tap room's only open Friday and Saturdays at the moment?
Fridays Fridays 4 till 8, Saturdays 1 till 8.
Okay, and what we'll do is we'll put a link in the show notes so people know where to find you as well. But thanks for chatting to us today.
Yeah, man,
congratulations again on the win.
Yeah, and thanks for opening up early as well.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.